Hey guys, this is Chris from Empire Bricks and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're having a look at set 75100, the First Order Snowspeeder. It was released in 2015, it comes with 444 pieces, it includes 3 minifigures and it retailed for about 50 euros. So this is a vehicle that didn't feature in The Force Awakens, but there is actually a deleted scene in which you can see it in action. With some googling, you can find it. Just Google Force Awakens deleted scene Snowspeeder, and you'll be able to see it. If you have seen that, then you'll actually see that this is quite an amazing set, even though it didn't feature in the movie. So let's get into the set. There's 3 minifigures, which is one short in my opinion. There should be one more. Although these are amazing minifigures. So let's start off with the first one. It's a First Order Snowtrooper. This is by far the best trooper that I own, and maybe even the best minifigure that I own. Just from top to bottom, the helmet is really cool. It is, indent over here and these stripes as a visor. These 2 air inlets are crazy cool. Even this black print thing, I don't even know what it is, but it looks really nice. So detail is really good. Underneath, angry clone face, nothing new, no double-sided face, none of them have. Going down to the torso, and I guess the legs, there is the best printing that I have seen on a Lego minifigure until now. I mean, it looks almost like one thing. The print is almost connected through the legs, and it looks just great. It's amazing. There is a back print, but it's like a backpack on which you attach this bracket with a printed tile. You get a few extra of these, so you can use them on any other troopers if you want to. So that's cool. He comes with a regular blaster, which is a great plus nowadays. And last and least, this waist cape, which I am not a fan of. I might have mentioned it earlier. I think they look strange, almost like an adult diaper. I'm going to take them off as soon as this review is done, because I don't really like them at all. But overall, this minifigure is great, and I can already tell you that if the waist cape is off, the printing on the front will look even better, because now you can see there's this small piece of the waist cape coming through, which kind of interferes with the connection of the 2 prints. Without the waist cape, it's even better. So, great minifigure, and the waist cape is optional, so I don't see that as a downside. You can just leave it off if you want to. So I'm going to do that. There is 2 identicals of these, so 2 of these 2 First Order Snowtroopers and 1 First Order Snowtrooper Officer, I think he's called. His printing is exactly the same, his helmet is the same, face is the same, no double-sided face. Only difference is this pauldron on his shoulder, which does look amazing. I don't like the waist cape, but I do like the pauldron. It's my first pauldron, and because of all the white, it really, you can really see it very well. Nicely done. He doesn't come with the medium blaster, he comes with a small blaster on which you attach a white lightsaber handle to make it look like kind of a silencer, or, I don't know, but it looks cool. And you get 2 of these, so 1 spare, so you could make 1 extra and maybe give them to these guys instead. So great minifigures. Would have liked 1 more, but really happy to have these. They'll be joining my army for sure. So up to the build. I'll be going through all the features and all the moving parts. But first there are 3 accessories that come with the set. And it's 3 crates, so cargo crates. They are covered with these modified tiles. These are really nice to have. You can use them for mocks and stuff. So it's really nice that they have covers as well. And they are used for the storage of these spare green clear studs. You actually get a lot of them. As you can see already, there are some stud shooters on this vehicle. These 3 are completely filled, so of the 444 pieces, I think at least 20 or 25 are studs to shoot with. Put these with the minifigures, and let's have a look at the vehicle. Like I said, there are stud shooters, and these multi-stud shooters are the most important feature of the vehicle. There's one on each side of it. In that deleted scene that I mentioned before, you can actually see that these are engines, not guns, but normally I don't really like that. I would rather have that stuff looks like the movie and that they keep to the original material, but I think for this one it actually looks pretty cool. They look natural, like they should be here. So that's a cool thing. And they use the engine exhausts for the mechanism to turn. So if you turn this right or left, then these studs will shoot. Which I'm not going to do because they shoot really far and you'll lose them. That's why you have so many spares. Next feature is a cannon on the front. It has this kind of dummy turret here and a stud shooter on top, which actually shoots. So there are even more stud shooters in this thing. It moves up and down, but not sideways. So that's kind of weird, but I like how it's attached, but I don't think it would have been that much of an effort to make it turn sideways. And yeah, that's kind of a disappointment, but it has this kind of cool mechanism that you can, with these Technic connectors, you can move it. So it looks great. So that's a good thing. Next up, attached to the stud shooting engine are these flaps that you can open. Almost like they're brakes or something, like an airplane uses the flaps to land. Looks kind of like that. There's no description of the function, but they can move, so I would like to mention it. And there's another moving piece that are, I don't think they're supposed to move, but they can. There are these seats. And they're pretty big seats, so I'll just take one of the minifigs, put it on here, and you can see that if you open these seats that they're actually higher than the minifigure. So if they would sit down, which again is kind of hard with the wastegapes, which is one of the reasons why I don't like them, it really feels like they're in the seat, almost like sports car racing seats kind of things with a canopy over their heads. And you can actually adjust them if you want to. You can close them down as well, but that looks kind of weird. So those are the moving features on top. I'll just remove this minifigure for the moment. Underneath is no inverted tiles, but these wheels with which you can put it on the surface and then give it a small push and it can move. I think that's actually better than the inverted tiles, because if you would push it, it would go almost nowhere, and gives it a little bit more of a play feature. And especially because this is a speeder, it gives it the look and feel as if it is actually hovering above the ground. So that's kind of cool. The wheels are pretty neatly concealed. You don't really see them from the sides. It's kind of open on the bottom though, but on the other hand, you're not looking at the bottom that much. So there is stickers in this set. There is one. This is one, yeah. So there's one big sticker over here, 2, 3, 4, and there's 4 identical ones, but mirrored on the other side. So 8 stickers in total. There's a grill in the front, which is a piece that you can actually just attach like this. And that's kind of neat. I like how they do that stuff. So you could take this off and make your own front if you want to, or change it a bit. I mean, that's what Lego is all about. There is a computer piece over here for one of the drivers. It's a printed piece, no sticker, so that's a good thing. Here, there's another seat, and there's an opening to this part, but this is the part where the cargo crates are and where the third minifig would be. So there's not actually that much room for a fourth minifigure, but in that deleted scene, you can also see Finn and Ray, so it would have been kind of nice if you included one, or maybe both, and then one less snowtrooper, but I'm happy as it is. So that's all the features. One thing I would like to mention is that I really like this technique with the hinges over here to create this narrowing pathway. It's it's something I haven't seen before. It's applied really well, so you kind of learn something from this set as well. Overall, it's a good set. It feels heavy. It's really sturdy. It looks good. It's movie accurate. So I think it's kind of an underrated set. Most people like the Kylo Ren shuttle and stuff like that even more. But this is actually a really, really good set. And it's a speeder. And considering the size of most other speeders, this is really, really big. But it is, 50 euros, a little bit overpriced maybe for only 444 pieces. But just wait for it to be on sale. I got this while it was being retired. So 50% off. I mean, that's a really great deal. But yeah, I think even for 50 euros, it's kind of worth it because the minifigures are just great. It's really hard to get a lot of these, and you get 3 of them now. And in a way, they're identical. I mean, if you would remove the pauldron from the officer, then you just have three regular snowtroopers. So that's a great thing. So yeah, to sum it up, I think the best feature of this set is the minifigures, but it's also a great build. The downside is really hard to tell because it's actually a pretty good set. But I think the downside would be the lack of extra minifigures, or maybe an additional small build or something, or I don't know. It kind of misses context. So it's from a scene that's a chase, and now it's just a speeder with nothing to chase. So it would have been nice to have a little bit more context, but still, great set. So I would recommend you to get it. It's a great army builder, and especially for the first order sets, I think this is a little bit of a cheap way to start building your army. So that's it, guys. I really hope you like my review. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I've got more reviews coming up and working on stuff all the time. So I hope to see you soon at the next video.